At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like knowing you're covered when your house gets flooded, getting your settlements quickly and fairly when a fire hits your home, and making sure your business can keep going even after an accident happens on site. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
The official signing for the construction of the second cruise pier took place Wednesday morning at a ceremony at Ocean Terrace Inn in Portlands. The agreement was signed between the St. Christopher Air and Seaports Authority, SCASPA, and the Canadian Commercial Corporation, CCC. CCC is the prime contractor for the construction of the new cruise pier. Minister responsible for SCASPA, Ian Liburd, told the gathering that the project would cost $43.2 million.
The increase in costs from US $41.7 million in May 17 to $43.2 million today came about over the period of negotiations. This increase reflects the actual costs of the rising prices for steel and the spike in insurance premiums following the two Cat 5 hurricanes which we experienced a few months ago.
Mr. Liburd said the new cruise pier will be financed by local entities, namely the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, Social Security, SIDF, and the TDC to the tune of $48 million.
All local players. Financing in the amount of $48 million US has been secured to cover the construction of the second pier, upland development of Port Zante and Etug. The syndicate players and the contributions are as follows. The St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, US $34 million. Could you give the bank a round of applause? The Social Security Board, US $7 million. The Sugar Industry Diversification Foundation of St. Kitts Nevis, US $5 million. And the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla Trading and Development Company, we know them as TDC, US $2 million.
In explaining the reason for the delay, Mr. Liburd suggested that the previous company engaged to pursue the project together with SCASPA, J. Cashman Inc., had not fulfilled all their obligations prior to the start of the project. He also suggested that the deal was not in the best interest of the parties involved, particularly SCASPA. The cruise pier will be ready for the 2019 cruise season, the minister said. Meanwhile, Luke Allery, regional director of CCC, said at the signing ceremony that the project should take 18 months for completion.
So this morning we're here to execute the contract for the construction of the second cruise ship pier at Port Zante. We've had, over the last 2 years, developed a very solid and strong partnership with our partners at SCASPA and inside the St. Kitts government. It's been a very dynamic, productive, interesting discussion, but I think you have now the value of that particular contract, and we are now ready to execute that particular undertaking. I think we're going to move very fast. It's an 18-month process, which we hope to execute very shortly, as soon as we can mobilize in the upcoming weeks or months.
Also in attendance at the ceremony was the High Commissioner for Canada to St. Kitts and Nevis, Her Excellency Marie Legault. She said that this new cruise pier will be climate resilient.
With Maria, Dominica lost 225% of its GDP. It's quite massive. I've been there. I've seen that the port facility in Hozo is completely destroyed. I can say with confidence that this would not occur here in St. Kitts and Nevis with the construction of the Port Zante facility, as the Canadian team is assured to build a port and a construction that will be climate resilient. So this will not happen in St. Kitts and Nevis in the future.
The contractors said the project should begin with mobilization by January 2018. The complete 18 months time frame also includes recovery time in the event of hurricanes. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.